For me, it's fantastic that it comes from a charitable organisation, a national charity that is truly interested in children and young people's mental health and well-being. That is their core purpose, their overarching aim. And we know it's successful. The feedback from last year has been absolutely fantastic. And it builds on everything that we already do in terms of the delivery of services and the information and relationships we've built over years now. Pulls together a really sound theoretical base alongside the practical experiences of the Compass delivery arm. You know, there's nothing better than actually having that real world experience through the school nursing services that Compass deliver, through the mental health support team services that Compass deliver. And all of those interactions, all of those conversations with young people, with educational settings, with other health professionals, all gets drawn upon to go into the content of this course. So we talk through auditing, so working out what it is your school is already doing and how successful that stuff is, because a lot of our efforts is about that return on investment. And it's often in schools not about financial investment, but capacity. And then we talk through guidance in terms of action planning. And again, a lot of basic information. I think a lot of professionals already have an idea about action planning, but there's some really good tips in there in terms of, you know, SMART planning, the SMART acronym, or again, being very realistic and reflective in terms of what it is we're trying to set out to do, and then measuring the impact and outcomes of each of those actions. The purpose of the 2 days is to talk through and discuss and explore the 8 principles of the whole school approach. And whilst those principles have been around for the better part of a decade now, this feels like to me the first time that we've really gone into detail on any of them. And I think the fact that you've got 2 days, 2 whole days of protected time to sit down in small groups and have a real in-depth conversation around each of these principles and how the learning can be applied to your setting is really, really important. I think the other thing that works really well is that we facilitate the interaction and conversations between the attendees. So schools don't necessarily need to know one another before coming on this course, but by the end of those 2 days, they do know each other and they share their experiences, what is working for them, what they find challenging. And I think that's a real benefit to it. Certainly the feedback we have from school teachers that have come on the course, school professionals that have come on the course, is that they find it reassuring that they're doing a lot already. And I think setting the expectation that this is a journey, this isn't something they have to get right by the end of the term or the end of the academic year, it's just about making forward progress. Again, very, very reassuring. And it has to fit the setting. So as good as it would be to have a huge action plan, it becomes unmanageable, it becomes impractical. Arguably, even the paperwork can become a barrier a lot of the time. So it's about adapting the process as much as the theory and the practice to your setting. So alongside the course being personalised, it's really comprehensive, it is flexible, and it's going to meet your needs